Hello, I'm Brian Kreisman, Superintendent of Fleming County Schools with this week's Our Story video segment. We're back at Fleming County High School. I'm with FFA President Jordan Stevens, who's going to talk to you about all these great things happening here at Fleming County High School. But first, we're gearing up for next week for the largest Ag Education Week in the nation. So what does that look like, Jordan?
So Ag Week is really a bigger week. It started off simply as a tractor parade and students going out into the classrooms a little bit. Since then, thanks to folks like Adam Hinton and the committee that sits on that, it has branched out to a lot of elementary schools. I believe every grade level will receive some kind of agricultural education throughout the week. This year we are having, along with the past years, but I think it'll be the biggest ever student-led town hall meeting. So that's going to include a lot of people such as your state 4-H and FFA officers,
a lot of congressmen. And a lot of state leaders here.
Correct.
But it's all about empowering students to be leaders in the agriculture field, which is really large here in Kentucky. And the other thing is, what you were mentioning is how the community comes together to really provide these opportunities for students this week. And you mentioned Hinton Mills, Adam Hinton. We've got Southern States. We've got the Cattlemen Association, who's really big in Farm Bureau. But at the end of the day, Jordan, how does that help all students here in Fleming County?
Well, for one, students who are going out into the classroom and teaching lessons, it gives them public speaking skills. It gives them a chance to relate to younger kids. And I know we live in a rural area, but you would be surprised at the people in this county that just simply are not educated about farming and maybe what exactly goes on. So I think it really just gives a good outview on farmers and what we are doing to ensure that the consumers are safe about their products, and it overall just strengthens their knowledge so maybe they can outreach to other communities as well whenever they get asked.
And Jordan, one of the things you mentioned is basically our food system here, not just here in Kentucky, but nationwide. We've got the best food production, food system, and it's all about educating students that, hey, you may not be in the agriculture field, but you reap the benefits of all the agriculture products here, not just here in Kentucky, but nationwide. And I think that's where Farm Bureau really comes in to play, where they really come in and help educate everyone. And last week, they were here educating teachers about STEAM through the agriculture piece here in Kentucky. One of the things, you're FFA president. What do you do as FFA president?
Well, as president, I think I serve as a role model for the rest of the club. The FFA in classroom, we are fortunate enough through our staff, they allow us to have an Ag leadership class. We will do a lot of the planning and the activities in Ag Week that will go out in the classrooms and be taught. We'll go out during those assigned periods. From a competition wise, we will compete in various speaking areas. There are also contests such as Ag Issues, which voice the current issues. They're very up to date and very complex competitions. We also compete in parliamentary procedure, which helps students develop their meeting room skills. So once they get on outside of high school, they'll also be able to carry on successfully in a meeting room and know how to function. Outside of that, we're just out in the community a lot. Part of our motto is living to serve. We try to do that and be involved in as much community service and community events as we can to further our community, not just benefit ourselves.
Yeah, and Jordan, you mentioned about how FFA really pushes that service component here, not just here in Kentucky, not here locally, but also in Kentucky and nationwide. And you travel a lot. You go out west with your cattle, showcasing your cattle. How does that help you be a better leader?
Well, to me, you have to be very committed to show livestock. It teaches you a lot of hard work and discipline mainly. Each morning before I come to school, I start my day at 6:15 and I make sure that the livestock is fed before I ever come here. Once you're at shows and out in the shows and whatnot, it really teaches you how to socialize and how to mingle professionally with other people. A lot of times we're also selling our livestock here, trying to promote our product at these shows. So it's really just taught me more how to be in a professional setting and how to carry on conversations with adults, maybe not just about teenage life and things that we would commonly carry on with our friends.
But one of the things I think that it teaches you small business, it teaches you financial literacy, marketing. I mean, there's all these other things that's wrapped into what you do, showcasing your cattle, but also with agriculture education. That's why we're really emphasizing that next week here, that there's so many things that ties into agriculture education that a lot of people seem to forget or they don't know. And that's what the next week's about agriculture education, but also about ag leadership and empowering those all students to be leaders in the agriculture sector. What are you looking forward to this school year? You're a senior, last year here. What are you looking forward to?
Well, there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to. One, we all want to graduate, but while we're here, I think it's important that we cherish our time and really take advantage of the resources we have. I like the co-op program that they allow students to go out into the workforce and get real-world experience. Friday night football is always a fun time. Sure. And then big events such as Ag Week and our competition weeks, which will be in the spring, in FFA. Those are a few of the highlights that I'm really looking forward to this year. And
one of the things here, just being here in Fleming County, we have access to the best agriculture labs in Kentucky. I mean, if you look around, you've got here on campus, we've got the best greenhouse, we've got the largest agriculture barn probably on a school campus here in Kentucky. We're the second farmers market on a school campus. And then we just updated our CTE labs, our agriculture CTE labs. So we, the students have really a great opportunity to learn about agriculture, but also other things. As FFA president, you're also on the student council. How do we get more ninth graders to want to be leaders?
Well, I think leadership is something, to me it's just been an inborn fondness, but getting students involved in clubs, that's been a big thing for me. If I never would have jumped up ran as an officer as my sophomore, I really would have been discouraged in developing my ability to speak and be confident in my ability to lead others. So I think just encouraging students to do new things is one of the biggest parts. You know, not everybody may want to be a public speaker, but if they'll go in the welding room and encourage kids to do their best, encourage kids to try out for the welding team, or if you're in the culinary lab, encourage someone to try something new and just support them and be positive to them. I think that will help them branch out and try new things that maybe on their own they wouldn't have done, because I know there's a lot of people who have really supported me and encouraged me to try new things, and that's led me to where I am today.
Yeah, and Jordan couldn't say it better. Here we're really trying to push students, encourage them to take risks, step out of their comfort zone, develop those leadership skills that you have and all the other student leaders we have here at Fleming County High School and throughout the district. We want you to come out and talk to Jordan. He's got an interesting story. He's going to go places in life. We also want you to come out and see all the great things happening here at Fleming County High School and throughout the district. Two dates to keep in mind. Next week is Ag Week. That is the largest agriculture week in the nation. And also November 2nd, the FFA is hosting the Donkey Basketball, which is a big event. So keep that on your calendar as well. And until next time, our journey continues.